everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie Demi. I'm a Cambridge certified teacher and teacher trainer. Today we are going to talk about monitoring as a part of classroom management. Let's get started. In this video, we are going to answer the following questions. First of all, what is monitoring and when does it start? The second one, how to make monitoring more effective? And the third one, what are the key benefits of monitoring? So, off we go. Monitoring. When does it start? Well, it starts immediately after you give an instruction. Monitoring is divided into two steps. The first step happens in the first 30 seconds after you give an instruction to make sure that the students are doing what they are supposed to do. Step 2. The task itself. What happens during the task? This is actually the art that you need to master. Let's answer the next question. How to make monitoring more effective? In order to make monitoring more effective, you could do it by quietly and relatively inconspicuously wandering around the room, listening to them briefly and assuring yourself that your students are doing what they are supposed to do. In many activities, the prime aim is for the learners to get a chance to work on their own, to speak fluently and try out different strategies and ideas, and your task is not to interfere when it is not needed. If they are doing the task correctly, then probably they don't really need you and you can step back and observe the classroom. If they are doing the task correctly, probably they don't need you and the task is underway. How to make monitoring more effectively? If you're around and very visible, they might look to you for language whenever they hit the problem. And certainly you don't really want to make it happen, as your main aim is to let them develop their skills without being dependent on you. It might be more beneficial for them to struggle a little bit and to find their own solution, the way how they can approach the task and become a risk taker. In some tasks, especially in those where your students cannot move forward quickly, you may interfere and provide them the ongoing advice, support, or encouragement. All of these things may help your students feel more motivated to accomplish the task successfully. And now let's have a look at different ways of monitoring. The first one is monitoring discretely, which means students know you are in the classroom, students know that you are there, but you don't intervene and you don't interrupt them. You can swiftly help them in case it is necessary. However, then come back to your place and do not help them anymore. Another way of monitoring is vanishing. Vanishing stands for itself and you understand that you disappear. It means that you relax and stop being a teacher for a while. How you can do it, you might ask? Well, the best way to do it is just to take something and read. Reading or looking at some paper would definitely keep you more focused on something rather than on thinking how you can help your students when they don't need your help. Another way of monitoring is monitoring actively. When it might be useful? Well, it might be useful when your students struggle with some particular task and the teacher behaves in the following way. The teacher walks around and wanders actively all around the classroom, listening to different students and peers, how they work, fixing some minor mistakes, and adding some spontaneous recommendations in case they are needed, as well as providing some particular corrections on the go. And one more way of monitoring, participating. Yes, it may happen that we teachers can participate in the activity. Why should we do that, you might ask? Well, in order to encourage them, to help them brainstorm some ideas and to facilitate creative thinking in the group. It may happen when you work in one group, another group might need your help as well. So be careful, don't spend a lot of time with one group or one pair of students. Think about the rest and try to observe them at the same time when you are working with one group. You need to keep everything under control, so when only you see that everything is settled, you need to get to the new group and probably assist them, listen to their ideas, add something new, suggest something, and probably inspire them. Alright, let's recap. We can see there are 4 ways of monitoring. The first way is monitoring discretely. The second way of monitoring is vanishing. The third one is monitoring actively. And the fourth one is participating in the activity itself. All right, now is the right time to think about the benefits of monitoring. Let's get started. Monitoring facilitates decision-making in terms of what to do next. You as a teacher would definitely understand what your students struggle with, and you will take it into consideration before planning the next session. Another benefit of monitoring is it helps to provide discipline in some particular circumstances, especially if your classroom is large and tends to be quite restless. Another benefit of monitoring is it provides clues to individual and group difficulties that your students encounter. You will understand what your students struggle with, and you'll understand how to help them in the future in order to explain something, scaffold them, or probably you need to revise the topic one more time. One more benefit of monitoring, it enables assessment of fluency. You can see how well your students may work in some natural environment when they meet someone, a native speaker or a non-native speaker, and how they can develop their conversation with another person. Give them this chance and you will see that your students will demonstrate sense of achievement. One more benefit of monitoring is encouragement. Monitoring can encourage your students to work better. You can motivate them. And when you use some supporting words like "you can do it," "well done," "you're on the right way," all these words may give your students the belief that they are on the right way and they will be more engaged into the process of education. All right, guys. I think that that's everything for this session. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you liked it, I would really appreciate if you leave your appreciation to me. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to receive more videos like this, and I wish you to have a lovely time with your students. See you!